host of the Gridiron.
Something on a positive note, I guess, to some degree here, right? Update on Andrew Thomas. Now, Shane was talking about him, right? Obviously the season-ending injury, right? The problem is that unfortunately, the past two seasons, right, has not been very kind to Andrew Thomas. So, there's quite possibly there's death, there's taxes, and quite possibly maybe Andrew Thomas. Hopefully not, but Andrew Thomas is going to keep getting injured. The past 2 years, I'd say. What do we got here? All right, yeah, it's a shame, man. We finally got ourselves a stud of a left tackle. Now, once again, he'll only be 26 years old, right? I mean, still very young, right? But if you look, right, in 2023, he missed 7 games. 2024, he only played 6 games, so he missed 11. So he's missed 18 games over the past 2 seasons, right? Is this going to be a continuing trend? PFF, right? Obviously, his last full season, he graded out over a 90, which is just unbelievable. I mean, it's phenomenal, right? 2022, he played 1,173 snaps. He graded out at a 90.3 overall. He only gave up 4 sacks all season long. Really, really good. Fantastic. Now, last season, he graded out a 75.4. Now, the one thing is that one thing you don't know, right, is that, his injury, right? It wasn't so much, I got injured, I'm out of the game, I'm getting operated on. No, it was like, he got injured, and, you're not sure if the foot was sore, and he was playing on it for a game or so. I mean, I'm not sure if you're ever going to find that out, and then it was just the final straw, and it's I can't play on this anymore. So was he playing injured for a little while, a week, couple weeks? Because let's see his last. He did not really have a phenomenal game last year. I mean, Minnesota, he graded out a 76. Against Washington, week 2, he graded out a 79.8. Against Cleveland, that was the Myles Garrett game. He gave up 8 pressures. So I'm not sure if he was 8 pressures. He can give up a sack. He gave up 3 hits and 5 hurries, according to PFF, right? So to give up 8 pressures, Andrew Thomas, 8 pressures in a game, right? Then week 4 against Dallas, right? He graded out a 75.6. Week 5 at Seattle, he graded out a 70.4. Week 6 against Cincinnati, his final game of the season, he graded out a 73.8. He gave up 2 sacks. So, I mean, he was injured and he was playing on it, and it was just, I just can't play anymore after the game was, right? 2023, obviously, he's coming back from the hamstring injury. Right? He graded out a 76.1. But when he was healthy in 2022, 90.3. Right? But the thing, as I said, is that, is this going to be a continuing trend where he continues to get injured? We'll have to wait and see. And I said, I'm sure that MetLife turf is not doing him any justice, or not just any good, shall we say. But Joe Schoen, right, provided an update on Giants left tackle Andrew Thomas, rehab. He's trending in the right direction after having his 2024 season cut short due to a lisfranc injury. So, left tackle Andrew Thomas is definitely on the mend and on the track to be available for the team's critical upcoming 2025 season. Cool. That's according to Giants general manager Joe Schoen, who spoke to the reporters at the annual NFL Combine on Tuesday morning. I think it was like 10 o'clock in the morning. I think he went on. Andrew Thomas has been in the weight room, Shane said. He looks phenomenal. He looks huge. Now, let's hope that huge means, muscular and not, hasn't been moving for the past 5 months and he's really looking fat. But he said he looks phenomenal. So I'm taking that he's really looking good. Thomas suffered the season-ending lisfranc injury 6 games into the season last year. The injury required surgery and his placement in a walking boot, which Shane revealed the offensive lineman has since shed. Has since shed the walking boot. It was the second straight season Thomas, who missed 7 games in 2023 after suffering the hamstring injury in week 1 that season, missed a chunk of the campaign because of an injury. Hopefully, it's not a ongoing thing. Thomas, the team's first-round pick in 2020, signed a massive 5-year, $117 million extension just before the 2023 season that included what was, at the time, a signing a record $67 million guaranteed money. This is one of the things. Thomas has easily been the Giants' best offensive lineman when healthy. He had his best season in 2022 when he was named the second-team All-Pro. He's there, certainly wish nothing but the speedy recovery. Hopefully he'll be ready for the 2025 season, but you're kind of hoping that this is not the thing the Giants have to keep enduring. That's one of the problems. It is what it is. These guys put their lives on the line all the time and everything, but sometimes that's the price you want to pay for an organization, meaning like you guarantee all this money and then the guy winds up getting injured and he winds up only playing half the time and you guarantee him all this money. It is what it is. But I wish the guy nothing but the best. Let's hope he can stay healthy. I said that the thing that just like kills me, it's just like, some of these teams, they just, they stay healthy. They're relatively healthy, almost like year in and year out. The Giants just don't seem to be that. I'm not sure if it's the turf or exactly what it is, but these injuries just absolutely kill you. And it's just such a shame because it's like, we got, like last year, one of the best left tackles, if not, I don't know if you want to go back to, Brown, Rosie Brown, right? Maybe it might be the best of all time, probably the best of all time. But you got to go back. He retired 60 years ago, right? Roosevelt Brown. So probably the best left tackle we've had in 60 years, right? And then not only that, but like with Dexter Lawrence, right? He could quite, Weinmeister, Arnie Weinmeister. He's the number 54 he was. He played 4 years for the Giants from 1950 to 53. He played 4 years in the NFL, and he's in the NFL Pro Football Hall of Fame. Arnie Weinmeister, he's the best defensive tackle the Giants have ever had. But he left the Giants in 53. He's going to play in the Canadian Football League. So we're going back, 70 years. So but Dexter Lawrence is the best defensive tackle the Giants have had in 70 years, right? And it just seems like we're wasting their talents. Shame. But not only that, wasting their talents with, bad football and all that, but, hopefully, it won't be a recurring theme, these injuries, right? Hopefully Andrew Thomas can actually stay healthy for the season. It would be great. But Sexy Dexy he got injured. It is what it is. And, between those two, obviously every down there's contact, on every down. So there's always a good chance of injury, but it's just such a shame between those two. All right, guys, it's been 1 hour and 36 minutes. Whoever spent any time listening to me live, thank you. Very much going to spend any time watching the replay. This once again, thank you so much from the bottom of our It means the world to me. As always, you guys stay safe out there and go Giants. Woo! Oh, yeah.